Hello! Today we're going to talk about an explorer named Francis Drake. Francis Drake was born in Tavistock, England, and his parents were Mary Marley and Edmund Drake. However, no one knows exactly when Drake was born, but it's somewhere between 1540 and 1544. He was the eldest of 12 siblings. Sadly, he was served to a merchant and was enrolled to his relatives. But what Drake saw never before were privateers well enrolled. In 1568, Drake made his first voyage to the New World, aka America, giving command of his first ship, the Judith, with his cousin John Hawkins. Sometime later, he was trapped by the Spanish along with Hawkins in Mexico, but escaped. Drake vowed revenge. In 1572, he sailed out into the Atlantic with two small ships on his own to rid Spanish towns in Panama. Carried out his first attack in July. Drake was wounded, so they withdrew till he healed. They stayed for a year, attacking the Spaniards. After looting many towns, they returned to England. In England, Queen Elizabeth I heard about the success Francis made. The Queen planned and told Drake to circumnavigate or sail around the world. Drake agreed. In the fall, he sailed out of England, but bad weather made him turn back. He set out again in December with 5 ships, the flagship being the Pelican, which Drake later renamed the Golden Hind. He was supposed to do any damage possible to the enemies of England. Off the coast of Spain, he captured a ship full of treasure from the Americas. But on the way across the Atlantic, he lost 2 ships. When he finally reached the tip of South America, Francis had to deliberately destroy the ship he captured because the timbers were rotting. One of the officers were also plotting against him. Drake found out, and the officer was tried and executed. Drake decided to camp out the winter before going under South America. Drake set out to go under South America after winter was over. He battled natives, becoming the first British people to kill any people in America. Then one more ship sank, and another turned back. Only the flagship, the Golden Hind, was left. The rest was routine. Drake sailed through the Philippines, across the Indian Ocean, and under Africa after he sailed across the Pacific Ocean. And finally, he returned to England in 1580 with 50 men and tons of treasures on board. The Queen was very pleased. She got half of the treasures Drake captured and lots of money. In fact, in 1581, she knighted Francis on Drake's flagship. It is the highest honor anyone can get. From that moment on, his full name was Sir Francis Drake. Later, Drake had a political career. He was, for a while, a member of the Parliament and was, for a long time, the mayor of Plymouth, the town he set out in from many of his expeditions. He got married. Then the angry King Philip of Spain sent 130 ships to England, the Armada, in 1588. He's planning to invade England. Drake was vice admiral. The British, with lighter but longer-range cannons, burned many Spanish ships. Then storms wrecked many more, and British soldiers killed the ship's crew while others drowned. Only 60 ships returned to Spain. The British triumphed. Drake later took on a new life, focusing on being a fair and wise mayor of Plymouth. Then, the Queen told Drake to rid more Spanish towns in Mexico. In 1595, he shouldn't have went. A cannonball smashed through his ship, and Drake was defeated. Weeks later, he caught a disease and died of a fever in January 1596. Just before he died, he was dressed in full armor, knowing the end is near. He was buried at sea in a lead coffin. The coffin is yet to be discovered. This is a true story of Sir Francis Drake. The end.